Party games are some of my favourite things to do with friends. Whilst yes, it can be enjoyable to watch Salad Fingers for the 12th time, or do a live stream playing Deltraune with your friend and platonically getting married for some reason, I find myself drifting more towards multiplayer games to play with your friends just because it's far more chaotic. Now, as much as I do enjoy Jackbox or Gartic Phone, they can be particularly dull with only 4 players. Luckily, there is one game that I think can be perfectly enjoyable with 4 players. At least under certain circumstances. And that game is Among Us, and today I'm going to tell you why, despite it being nowhere near as popular as it may have been 5 years ago, it deserves a place in the good party games club. So, to start off this genuine critique of a 7-year-old party game that is played by only my friends, let's talk about the gameplay. Among Us has a sort of static routine which remains consistent throughout all the maps, lobby sizes, and gameplay changes. The game will start with all the players located in a certain area. For this demonstration we're going to use the default map, the Skeld. From here you have a list of tasks that you need to do, which can fall into 2 categories. Short or long tasks. Short tasks are ones that are short, go figure. At most, these tasks take a few seconds and require you to do something as simple and painless as ABC. Long tasks are not hard. Shocking thing to hear from the children's puzzle game Among Us. The difference between these, however, is that whilst they are straightforward, they can be long, needing you to run between different locations on the map, which gives the imposter ample opportunity to sneak up behind you and get a yummy delicious kill. And on the topic of imposters, let's talk about them! At the start of the round, between 1 and 3 imposters are selected, and they have one very simple mission: cause chaos and kill anyone. Let's hope you have good lying skills, unlike me, because you're going to be doing a lot of that. I want to stress that the imposter is either going to be the most fun or least fun, depending on whether or not you can fib. Personally, I suck at it, but for others, not so much. A lot of the kills do fall down to taking a chance. A lot of my best ones were done out of nowhere and were utterly unplanned, and to be honest, I think that is one of the funnest bits of the whole game. There is nothing quite like the adrenaline rush you get from the perfect kill and escaping the crime scene. By the way, the funny thing about Linkle is, he was wrong about me killing Aaron, like, in the tiny thing. I killed Aaron, went down, saw Linkle, pretended to do a task, and then went up.
That's actually like a big play.
That is
I like doing that where I kill somebody, then circle back and report to
and then you guys just didn't kill me.
It wouldn't go up.
But I mentioned chaos too. What about that? See, as imposter, you have a few tricks in your arsenal. Essentially, the ability to fuck it all up. Nuclear reactor? Oxygen? Fuck 'em. Who needs them anyways? What, do you need to breathe or something? Too bad. If you can't tell, I'm a really bad imposter, and I do enjoy being a Sherlock Bloody Holmes more than this evil cretin. Yeah, the gameplay doesn't end there. No, there is a way to spice up your gameplay, which I think really makes the gameplay something interesting, and that is roles. See, in settings along with the imposter count, you can have the ability to give players different roles at completely random, and this makes the game slightly harder. Now imposters aren't the only ones who can vent, and they aren't the only ones who know where the bodies are. Jesus Christ. Life sucks and God is fucking dead. The roles really do just turn the game into an interactive version of John Carpenter's The Thing, and to be honest, I don't mind that since it's one of my favourite movies of all time. Let me just explain the plot. A group of scientists in a research base are stalked by an alien creature which has the ability to assimilate and shapeshift into that of which it has previously assimilated. It's pretty widely regarded as one of the best and most disturbing horror movies of all time, and Among Us has taken some very obvious inspiration from the film. I think the cycle that the creators have made can kind of be a little formulaic at times, and to be frank, I love it. It's like an episodic sitcom. Yeah, it's a bit strange that at the start of the episode, the last one is pretty much wiped from existence, but it's fine. I know from watching this, you're probably getting the idea that I hate how formulaic it is, but that couldn't be further from the truth. I really think the formula really strengthens every single gameplay aspect into something really replayable and fun. See, because the game is so formulaic and similar, it means that anyone can pick up and play the game and find themselves enjoying it, or even, dare I say, being good at it. Really great players will have a very challenging but rewarding time mastering the formula and becoming the best player in the lobby. This game sounds like a 10 out of 10, right? Because I would say it's pretty good. There's just one small problem. One slight, little, itty-bitty problem. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate playing this game online. In a game with friends, it's a great game. It's fun, simple, and easy to get, and everyone knows what the fuck they're doing. Online, however, Jesus fucking Christmas is actual torture to get through. You thought it was bad 5 years back? Oh no, you know nothing of the sort, you little prick. I was playing a game with my friends Amy and Monty, and I was voted off by everyone in a game. How come? You may not be asking me, because why the fuck would you talk to a monitor, you asshole? Is it because I was playing poorly or I did a bad job? No, some random guy called an emergency meeting and said that I pissed them off. The game hadn't even started, I had just gone down to electrical to go do the wires and I was interrupted halfway through this. And the cherry on top is that instead of voting for the guy that called the meeting before any kills had been done, they voted me off instead. Why bother playing the game normally when you can fuck with a room full of small children who know nothing? It's so fucking annoying. So overall, Among Us is a pretty alright game. It's absolutely one of my favourite party games, because unlike something like Mario Party, which really heavily relies on RNG and can be really bullshit unfair, Among Us is really simple to play with your friends, with them having a chance to win or lose very easily, whilst also staying chaotic. Online, however, I still think it's fun, but for the same reason you might find Wii Party fun. It's fun because of how bullshit unfair the game is, and to be fair, I do think when I'm in a specific mood, it can be enjoyable hopping into a game and having a bizarre time losing my mind because a dumbass kid voted me out!